What up, y'all? My name's Harrison Hype. I wanted to start a YouTube channel for a while, so why not start now? I've been a Colts fan since back in the day with the trifecta of Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison, Edgerrin James. I can't forget Dallas Clark, old school glory days, but now it's time for a new era. This season we got Phillip Rivers at the helm, big time addition. We're trying to see what he's going to do for us this season, and why not start our midseason evaluations right now. So as a Colts fan, had a lot of questions, got some answers to go ahead and see how we're doing so far in this 2020 season. So my first topic will be our questionable starters, people who might have to replace after this season. So far they've been a little steady, but nothing great. Some of them are getting a little older, so we might have to make moves now because you don't want to pay contracts on guys who are getting older. So first person I'm thinking about is Phillip Rivers. So, he's 38 years old. He's looking all right, Some games he's looking like the veteran that we always hoped and wish he would be for the season. And some days he's looking like the veteran that he's a little liability behind the line there, because he's immobile as hell. He can't run. I see him shuffling though. He's been dodging a couple sacks every now and then, but for the most part, we need a mobile quarterback. You see how this league's going. Half the quarterbacks in the league, they got mobile quarterbacks now. So anytime a little trouble comes, they're escaping out the pocket. They're getting out of danger, completing for first downs. Phillip Rivers is either getting sacked, throwing the ball up for grabs, playing 500 with it, or every now and then he'll throw it away. But it'll be nice to get more conversions on third downs or key downs whenever the defense does send pressure our way. So having a mobile quarterback would be nice, but let's go ahead and let Phillip finish out the year, see where he stacks. Another questionable starter, Anthony Costanzo. His play has been falling off as our left tackle. He's been great for years. He's been holding it down. But now I think it's about that time that Chris Ballard started looking for his replacement. I know he's on a short contract anyway, so it's now or never, because Lord knows Raven Clark is not the answer. So another replacement I'm looking at is Justin Houston. I know he's a solid veteran. He comes to work, punches in the clock, shows up, but he doesn't jump. He doesn't jump off tape anymore. He's there, he's reliable. Be good to, if we could keep him for a nice contract, sure, another year or two. But we really need that explosive DN, because the pressure is nice for this season. We've been getting pressure from all over the field, but we don't have that main DN that keep defensive coordinators up at night. So it'd be great to get a defensive DN. The next guy is T.Y. I've been my boy for years, but T.Y. is getting older now. It looks like he lost a step. He still can make big plays every now and then, but he can't be the number one receiver no more. He's not putting up the yards. He's usually nicked up. It's about time we get a bigger guy who's fast, big, fast, strong guy. I don't know if we have the guy right now on the roster. I know we got some good pieces. We got some good maybe B minus, B plus receivers in that range, but we don't have an A guy. We need an A guy that could go ahead and make a play. Whenever you need that play, design them for third down. The play's coming to you. You're getting the ball no matter what. We need that type of receiver on our roster. So I don't know if that could happen if T.Y. is on the roster. Maybe so. If we could put him in the slot, that would be great, because that's a reliable slot guy. But we need a true bona fide number one receiver, because you're not going to beat these great teams if you don't have a receiver to scare them. So we definitely need a receiver. Another position is running back. Last year, we looked good. We had a running game. Our OLine was mulling people over. This year, it looks like they're regressing. It looks like we took a step backwards. Our running game is all right, pedestrian, but nobody's really fearing our running game anymore. Jonathan Taylor, he's a rookie, still trying to learn the NFL. Got the growing pains. So at this point, I don't know if he's going to be the man or if we should let him sit behind somebody for another year just so he could learn the ropes a little more. So I don't know if Marlon Mack is that dude that we should go ahead and re-sign to be the starter next year after Achilles injury. I don't know if he's ever going to be the same or not. If he wants to take a little less money, maybe we could keep him. But if not, we might have to go look for another running back, maybe a 1 or 2 year rental, someone who go ahead and be a plug and play guy, right away for next year. And then sad to say, but Braden Smith hasn't looked all that great either on the other side of the line. At right tackle, some of the rushers been getting around him, pushing him around. He's solid, but maybe we should look for another right tackle as well, because our O-line is not as dominant as we thought it was going to be. We have great interior O-linemen, I like Quentin Nelson. I like Ryan Kelly. Even Glowinski is showing up this season. But the tackles, it looks like we need to get a little stronger there, especially in the run game. The pass protection's good. The run, we definitely could improve on that. So that's the first evaluation for the questionable starters on the roster right now. Next point is guys we have to re-sign. So I know we took a bunch of 1-year rentals on key guys, and a lot of guys this season are on the last year of their contract. So there's a few guys that we must re-sign, and one of them is Xavier Rhodes. He been the man this year. Everybody thought he was done, he was washed up, but he's proven everybody else wrong. He looks like a cornerback 1, maybe cornerback 2, whatever you want to throw him at. He's looking good, so we definitely got to re-sign him. Grover Stewart, we cannot let that man walk out this door. He needs a contract now. Give him one this season if we got to, because he's looking good next to DeForest Buckner, so we need him back. And then Al-Qadim Muhammad, a little gem that we found. He's looking real good in the run game, and now this year he has a little pass game too. He's getting to the quarterback a few times. He's setting the edge. We could definitely use him. So we need to make sure we get him back. And I thought we would be needing this position in the draft, but it looks like we might be all right for another year or two. We got Mo Wiley Cox coming out with a breakout year. I wish he was a little bit more consistent, but the tight end room is pretty deep this season, so he gets it whenever Phillip looks his way, and hopefully he could stay injury-free the rest of the year, because he had a little injury bug a couple weeks throughout the season here. But we definitely need to re-sign him, because if we let him walk out, someone else will. So you got to keep that man on our team. So those 4 guys right there are must re-sign players here for the upcoming season. Now, Colts players we may have to let go. Unfortunately, we love our players. Some of them been looking good, but we can't keep everybody. Not enough money for everybody, right? So after this year, if T.Y. doesn't want to take that deal, we have to move on, Yeah, I mean, everybody loves a T.Y. But he's 30 now, probably 31. Lost a step. He's not the deep threat that he used to be. He's good. Looks like he may be a good possession receiver. He just needs to hold on to a few balls. I know he has a rough first half this season, but I still believe in him. I know he's still good. Just needs to stay healthy. And if he takes a team-friendly deal, we could keep him. If not, we have to roll with somebody else, Next person, Jacoby Brissett, the insurance policy. Eventually, we got to take the training wheels off, Whoever's the starting QB, that's our starter. So Jacoby, I know it's his last year. I don't know if we're going to re-sign him or not. If we do, it can't be out that contract. We have him now. So I doubt he comes back, but maybe he takes a lot less because he knows he may not be a starter anywhere else anyway. So why not stay in the system that you've been playing in for years? But if not, we gotta let him go too. After that, Phillip Rivers. I'm still thinking maybe he still got a little juice left in him, but we'll see how far he takes us. You know what, Colts fans, this is make or break year. I don't know if he gets another chance if he doesn't deliver or get pretty far here. So if he doesn't take us very far this season, Phillip Rivers has to go. We gotta move on. We gotta find the next franchise QB because as you see, rookies could do it now. You know, he could come in year one and ball. So you don't need an 18-year veteran anymore. The league's changed. You just need a guy who's ready now, who's athletic, who has an arm, smart, and as long as we have this good defense behind him, hey, next year we might get far with the rookie QB if that's the route Ballard wants to go with. So if not, Phillip Rivers, sorry, I might have to start coaching Alabama high school soon. And then another person we might have to let go, Malik Hooker. We held out hope, you know. It's our first round safety, you know, Ohio State, big name, big school. But some years he came through, some years fell off. He's always injured. Looks like he's kind of scared to hit sometimes. You know, he's more of a cover DB. You know, if you want a deep guy looking to make picks, that's your guy. But after Julian Blackmon been doing his thing this season, we're really not going to miss Malik Hooker all too much. I mean, if he wants to take a deal after his injury to just stay somewhere that he knows is home, he's comfortable in the locker room, take a little salary cut, okay, I could work with that because he'll be a great depth guy. Some games he still might start, you know. Julian is a rookie. So we still could use him, but if he's trying to ask for big money, we have to move on too. And then the last guy is Justin Houston. I don't know how much he has left in the tank. I know he's steady. He's getting older though. So we got a lot of guys on this D-line that are hungry. So I think we could afford to let him walk the way Tyquan Lewis been developing and Muhammad as well. So we have options at the end. So hopefully we sign him for a good deal. If not, sorry, Justin. It's been great having you. Now, the next point, the fourth point I want to talk about for our midseason evaluation. 2021 free agents, the future. Because I don't know how far we're going to go this year. I had high hopes this season, you know. I thought we might get to the AFC Championship game, you know. Hopefully we could take out Kansas City, but I don't know anymore. Last year we looked good against them, but this year they're looking pretty unstoppable, so I can't say we could take them out this year. You know, our running game's not the same anymore, but we have a great defense, so we still have a chance. But there's some pretty good 2021 agents I've been keeping my eye on. I mean, I know there's a lot that people have been speculating, people are hoping for, but I want impact guys. You know, I want playmakers. So few of the free agents I definitely would love to see on the roster is Allen Robinson, because we need that number one receiver. The guy could jump up and get that 50-50 ball whenever we throw it up, and he's going one-on-one. Yeah, that receiver. So if we could get Allen Robinson on the roster, that'll definitely change up our dynamic of the offensive game. Because right now we got a bunch of guys, but we don't have a dog, that superstar alpha wide receiver. So we need to get established. Next 21 free agent that I would love to see on the roster is Trent Williams. He's over there with the 49ers. I don't know if he's gonna stay or go, but if he does get on that market, that's a left tackle we could definitely use. You know, he's good in the run game, good in the pass game. So I know we got Braden Smith, but you know, Anthony Constanzo, but you know, they're not Trent Williams. So if we get Trent Williams on the roster, that's an upgrade. So if we could get him, huge addition. I'd love to have another one. I know Chris Ballard doesn't like these type of boys, but the Colts can't be all choir boys, you know. Sometimes to get the athletic freaks, you just gotta suck it up and deal with a little of their stuff. And Le'Veon Bell, after this year with the Chiefs, he's on open market again. He's not going to come in top dollar anymore, but he's still productive. You know, he still got it because he hasn't been playing much this year. So he has fresh legs. If we could bring Le'Veon Bell on the roster and not even give him a huge contract, why not? You know, because I don't know if I could go another year with Jonathan Taylor and not knowing what to do in the holes. And Wilkins is good. You know, he's solid. But Jonathan Taylor and Wilkins, I don't think that strikes fear in any defensive coordinator's mind. Most defenses are going to try and contain those two guys. But Le'Veon, that's another question. That's a guy who could line up, go ahead and send him wide receiver routes, put him in the back. The holes would be huge for him. He's real patient. So if we don't trust Marlon Mack with the Achilles injury, if you want to re-sign him, I think Le'Veon would be a great addition. And hey, give him a 1-2 year deal. He'll be the starter. Jonathan Taylor still comes, get plenty of playing time, you know, but at least he doesn't have as much pressure anymore, you know. Right now, he's been feeling the pressure. Any little fumble, if he's not producing, they yanked him out the game these last couple of games. They're putting they're putting Wilkins in, Jordan Wilkins in. So I think that'll be a huge addition if we could go ahead and get Le'Veon Bell on the roster. But you know, it's up to Ballard. I know he doesn't like guys like that, but sometimes some guys deserve a chance, you know. Another guy I seen that might be a free agent. I don't know if Brady's going to let him go, but if Chris Godwin walks out that door, that's a quick #1 receiver we could go ahead and insert now and take over the mantle, you know, because we've seen that he is producing #1 receiver stats last year with Jameis. So this year he's been a little banged up, but that's fine because that means his values will go down. Tampa has receivers galore, so maybe if he's asking too much money, they might not want to re-sign him. Colts have money. Go ahead and scoop him up and plug him in as the #1 receiver, and then let our other guys do their roles. I think will be great. So that's another key wide receiver. If we're not getting Allen Robinson, go ahead and jump on Chris Godwin. And if we can't get Chris Godwin, Kenny Galladay. I still haven't seen a contract offer come his way from Detroit. So if he hits the free agent market, we have to jump on this man because we need a big-time receiver. It looks like we haven't been able to hit on receivers for years. I mean, Reggie Wayne was the last great receiver we had. T.Y. been doing his thing, but he's older now. So we need a young guy, stud, who could go ahead and start right now and produce. So Kenny Galladay definitely could do that for you. And let's say we don't have money because we end up re-signing a whole bunch of our guys and we can't afford a Kenny Galladay or Allen Robinson or Chris Godwin because they're going big time money. I think a sneaky good guy would be Tim Patrick over down the Broncos. They got Jerry Jeudy, you know. They got receivers over there, so I don't know if they're going to be able to keep everybody happy. So Tim Patrick been looking like he can ball. You know, he just need more opportunities thrown his way. So that's a little steal, you know, a little cheap playmaker that we could get if he hits the open market. So that's a couple big-time free agents in 2021 that I'd love to see on the roster next year. And then now to my 5th point. We're not that far away. I mean, when we play the best guys, we're keeping up with them. We're right there in the ball game. We just don't have any key advantages, especially on offense. But our strengths are our linebackers. Great linebacking core, probably the best in the league. Can't mess with Darius or Bobby Okereke. Feel me? Those two is a problem. And then can't forget Anthony Walker. You put that base 4-3, that's a great trio. So our linebacker core, top notch. Our pass protection is top notch. Even old man Phillip Rivers is holding up back there. You know, barely any sacks this season. So they're doing their thing, keeping them safe, keeping them clean. So our pass protection looks great. We got a young DB core. What? We got a cornerback looking good. I know he ain't doing great, but Rocky Sin is coming along. So I believe in him. I think he'll be great. We got both safeties. What? Both safeties, second-year safety and a rookie safety, and then second-year corner? Come on, man. Then you got Xavier Rhodes. DB's looking right. I mean, I haven't seen the Colts defense look this good at DBs. Are you kidding me? We got 4 good DBs. So our DB core is looking good. And then we we definitely have some weaknesses, you know. So far, we've been inconsistent with our receiving core. So, as I already spoke about it, we need a number one guy. Our receivers are all right, you know, but we need a lot more production, you know. We don't have that one go-to guy that we really lack. And how are you going to beat Patrick Mahomes with no real receiver? How are you going to beat Lamar Jackson? How are you going to beat the Steelers? You don't have a real guy that's going to threaten them. So we have a couple guys that do key roles, that do their thing every now and then, you know, but they're not consistently week in, week out, putting up points, putting up touchdowns. So we definitely have huge weaknesses in that. Our run blocking, yikes. We're bombing the league right now and running the ball. So we're not running that rock very good this year. I know we could do better because we have the potential. We know we done it last year. We have some guys on the team, but our run block is not doing great. So that's why I think we need a couple new left tackles. So I think our interior guys are good. They could push people back whenever we run. But I think our left tackles kind of get abused a little bit by quicker, more athletic DNs that penetrate and really disrupt our run. So I think we definitely got to get better in that and in our QB play. It's hot and cold, you know. You don't know what kind of Phillip Rivers you're going to get. One week he looks like a Pro Bowler. Next week he looks like he should be retired. So definitely got to get better in QB play. And then if we could get that straightened out, we're right there in the mix. And then the last point, I got to touch on this. Frank Reich. He's reliable sometimes, but in key decisions, close games, not so much, man. He's been doing a lot of just questionable calls. You're wondering why would he do that? You got to play it safe sometimes. The 4th and 1s, come on. Run up the middle, step one good solid yard forward, and you got the first down, and then try all those crazy plays you're trying to design. Don't do that on 4th down. You got one shot only. We don't have an alpha dog to make sure that comes down with the ball. So come on. Frank Wright, great foundation guy, huge on culture, been doing great in the locker room, but we expect better. We need more, you know. We're right there. We're right there. If we could address those needs, who knows how far we could go, you know. And this season, we still have a chance, you know. If Phillip Rivers takes us to the AFC Championship game, do we keep him, re-sign him one more year? Like, what does he have to accomplish for him to keep his job? Like, you guys let me know. Like, because if he makes the playoffs, do we keep him? Because we didn't make the playoffs last year, so that's a huge step forward. Do we keep him then? Or do we say, we'll take our chances by getting a QB in the draft, picking up one of these veterans? Looks like there's going to be who knows how many QBs that's going to be available in the offseason. Do we pick up one of those guys? Do we ride with Phillip Rivers one more year? It's a lot of question marks going on this season as a Colts fan. So it's tough to predict, but we're not far away. You know, we got a good core, especially our defense. Oh my gosh, our defense never looked so good. Never. Top 5, really? Like, they come to play every week. I know in the second half they've been giving a little rope and slipping there, but it's not their fault. Our offense half the time's not producing, so our defense is in the game way too long. You know, they get tired. 3rd down after 3rd down, they try and get off the field and take a break, you know. So we got to convert a lot more 3rd downs on the offense. A lot of our drives are 3 and outs. We got to be more consistent, you know. So, but it's good to lean on a great defense that we have now. So we got that going for us. And if Chris Ballard, I know it's going to be tough. We got a lot of money. It's tough being a GM. But if Chris Ballard could get it right this season, we can make that push to be in the next tier of teams. Right now, we're like middle of the pack, you know. So we're good, but we're not great. So in the AFC, we're not top 2, we're not top 3, you know. We're like maybe number 6 right now. So we gotta fix that up, tighten it up, but we're right there. So we're gonna see how the season goes on. We're gonna keep watching, and thank you for watching, all you can Colts.